start here at the 25.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd and 10, Hurts trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by him. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Williams again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions with soul food flow.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Right to the air. Here is Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first round.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Cardinals take over at first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. First carry for James Conner. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. Hopkins, the man in motion left. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Goff.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. On 4th down, Goff. And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On second down, Connor looking for space. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stopped him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Murray now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Murray now.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Lions 14, Cardinals 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st down, gone. And this one's incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Open man right side is St. Brown, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. Room here to run. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against it, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's right. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the last time out. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and he popped that ball free.
Throwing again, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got it. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Moore, the man in motion. second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Cardinals 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and a yard, Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They run behind center with Connor, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on second and long. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Gong. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taking it down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Murray. It completes it once more to Anderson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Murray now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Goff going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.